Yeah, current events. It's really Kev. My life done changed up. Meditate to elevate. That type shit. Love. Weighted generations hold on to my shoulders. Changing scripts that the government had written for us. Asking if I stop rap. Nah, I took a moment. Life happens in a blink of an eye. Capture the moment. Shit ain't happy like you watching Frozen. Time ain't frozen. So I keep it rolling like sections of California. COVID happened, probably was a bonus. Focused up, heavy on the focus. Fell back on all the smoking. Fucked up 20K on my first move. That's when I got in tune. Made it back times 10 with a link from Zoom. Legend like Peruvian ruins. Won't let my energy be ruined by these lames. Yeah. Welcome to episode 2 of the Keeping It Base podcast with your host. It's really Kev.
It's your boy P.
And it's powered by plant-based, man.
Back like we never left, man.
Yeah. Welcome back to our second episode. For you guys who are just kind of like finding us and tuning in, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and actually go back to episode 1. You know what I'm saying? We're going to continuously tell you about our journey as plant-based, the cannabis brand.
But we dropping jewels
we dropping jewels, and we here to kind of tell you guys about culture, about the news in the New Jersey and New York market.
Yes, sir.
Anything, we think is viable for you guys to learn and understand on how to get into the cannabis industry, especially as a minority.
Yeah.
We reviewed a lot of the stuff from episode 1 to kind of let you guys know about the industry standard stuff that you need in New York and New Jersey.
Yeah.
But as well as you guys got to kind of know us a little bit, and you'll continue to learn about us through this journey, man.
Yeah, for sure. Like, we're doing this pod for the people. We know how hard it is to get in the cannabis industry, and we know it's new, especially like to New York and New Jersey. So we're trying to get that information out to the people so y'all just know what's going on.
Facts.
So follow us, man. Like, subscribe. We here.
Facts. So let's get straight into it, man. We're gonna hop into some news.
Yeah.
We got some news finally from the CRC. As you guys probably may know or may not know, Prince and I have actually applied for an annual retail cannabis license in the state of New Jersey.
Woo.
So, we finally heard something back. We applied as soon as the application came out in March.
Yeah, we've been waiting.
You know what I'm saying? So we've been waiting a while. And they actually gave us a cure letter. So basically what that is, if you're applying in New Jersey, a cure letter is something that you get if you may have to fix a few things or you're missing some documents during your application process.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the conditionals got cure letters because they still have condition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But annuals, they're giving out cure letters, and this is the point where they're finally getting to the annual licenses.
Yeah.
So, we finally got a cure letter. Big thing about it is we only had one thing we had to fix.
Just one.
That's a blessing. So, we on our way.
Absolute bless. Like, yeah. And it's crazy, like the day before we was chopping it up and we was like, man, we ain't hear nothing yet. Like, what's going on? Like, when we gonna hear something?
Facts.
And like, I just had one of those feelings. I was like, yo, bro, I feel like we gonna hear something soon. Like, we should hear something like real soon. Like, and next day, Kev hit me. Yo, they sent us an email. I'm like, oh, all right, we lit?
Yeah.
He like, nah, it's a cure letter. I'm like, oh, all right.
Yeah,
we got a lot? He's like, yo, it's one thing on here. I'm like, you sure? He like, yeah, I got to double check.
Facts.
So it's an absolute bless. So, we in good standing. Took care of that real quick.
We sent it right back in less than 2 hours. New Jersey CRC. You know what I'm saying? October 27th is the next call, the next meeting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let us know something, man.
We should have some news soon, man.
We've been patiently waiting for a minute. Let us know something, man.
Yeah. We on our way, though.
Yeah, we on our way.
So that's big news for plant-based.
That's big news for plant-based.
Big news.
P's going to get into some news that you guys probably heard all over the world at this point. And it's about, what Joe Biden wants to do.
Oh, yeah. So Joe Biden came out and basically is saying, like, they're trying to federally legalize cannabis. So super dope to hear this coming from the White House, right?
Yes, sir.
So there's like a 3-step part of it. First, they're trying to forgive all federal cannabis crimes. So like if you have done fed time, like they're going to expunge it And if you're currently serving Fed time, they want to release those people. So it's just kind of like getting those stripped off your record. And then now the second part of it is that they got to work with the states in order to get that done for people as well. But the states have to agree. So like every state got to say over like if they're gonna like expunge all the cannabis charges or let people go.
Right.
So that's up to them. And then the third part was like if you're in the cannabis industry, it's like super dope. It's like the descheduling of cannabis from a Schedule 1, which is super important because like the Schedule 1s are like your most harmful drug.
Yeah,
like,
the hardest
like
stuff.
fentanyl, like it, anybody been watching the news, they know fentanyl going crazy right now. Like that, like it's Schedule 1 because it has no medical benefit.
Right.
So like that's a big thing because
Super.
yeah, it was just changed the industry. And like Kev, me and you talked about this. So like how would it help people like this in the cannabis industry?
I mean, in the industry, this is dope because even on the last pod, episode 1, we talked about Senate Bill 1326 coming out of California.
Yes.
Where, people or businesses will be allowed to distribute from California into other legal states.
Yeah.
And this kind of comes straight into term with what, Joe Biden's trying to do because some of the rules with that bill was governors had to be on board.
Yeah.
It had to be descheduled.
Yes.
And, it had to be on the table for like a national legalization. So this is a good step forward.
I feel like California knew something was about to happen.
Yeah, when you in the industry and in politics, you know what I'm saying, you get the good word.
Nah, for sure.
But they put that out. That's gonna actually help brands really kind of be able to stretch their wings and actually get into new markets. You know what I'm saying? Especially like people and customers and consumers who may have never got any strains or any grow or anything like that, been able to travel to California or any other place. Now they're gonna get to try new strains, new product, you know what I'm saying? Dope stuff. I love it. I love it for the industry. I just hope, Joe Biden do what he says he's doing, man.
And for people that don't know, like right now in the cannabis industry, you can't like if you grow a product or if you have a brand, you can't have that brand in other states. So like your state has to distribute like those products to the cannabis product to you. You can't go out of state.
Locally grown stuff, you're supposed to get locally grown.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
So like that will open up the market like crazy because you can make money in other places.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And like another benefit of it is like even like for banking, we talk about this all the time. When we went to go get our first bank account for our business, like we went to a very well-known bank and they was like, "Yo, is this a cannabis business? If it's not, we can't do that account."
Yeah.
So
if it is, we can't do that.
Yeah, if it is, again, so like super dope that now you're gonna be able to bank and get like loans or get support from like these bigger banks and then like being taxed like a regular business if it's descheduled.
Right.
Right.
Like you get to make write-offs right now. Like it's gonna benefit people in the biggest way in the industry that, you can move more like a business versus
regular
like
business.
Still kind of underground on some parts and, it's weird right now.
Yeah, so it's super dope to hear this, especially like for us, we about to get in the game, so we're like, oh, change is coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is like, it's gonna be good for us. So like, big news coming out the White House.
And it helps with partnerships too, you know what I'm saying? Helps with partnerships. So like, we'll be able to partner with, some people over in different states and all that good stuff. So I think it's dope, man. But what you were saying, P, new news in New York, right, as well, with the DUI.
Oh, yeah. So, man, Kev, me and you was talking about this. We've been hearing, like, infomercials on the radio all the time about, like, don't smoke and drive. It's still the DUI. Like, just making sure, like, a safety precaution. So now New York is coming out with a beta test, right? Basically a breathalyzer that's going to be able to test if you've been smoking cannabis and if you've been smoking too much, like you're impaired. Like, so right now, if you get breathalyzed, like when you smoke, and they have no reason to believe that you've been smoking, like you're good. You know what I'm saying? They're going to breathalyze you for alcohol.
Right.
And if they don't see anything, you're good to go. But now, be on the lookout.
Well, and I don't know if it's all over, but a lot of places that are decriminalizing marijuana, they also not, bothering you too much if they smell marijuana in the car. You know what I'm saying? As like, oh, I have a reason to check the car or to breathalyze you in this instance, you know what I'm saying? But now with this, I guess that goes out the window. So if they think you impaired, you know what I'm saying?
Be smart.
Yeah.
We putting y'all on for a reason. Be smart out here. You know what I mean? Be safe. So, that's coming out of New York.
Yes, sir. In other news, Uber is linking up with Leafly.
Oh boy.
And they're actually going to be doing delivery service in Canada. That's a big move. You know what I'm saying? I could have saw that, you know what I'm saying, coming because Uber does delivery for everything else. The food, you might as well do weed too, right?
Yeah, I mean, to get an eighth and my favorite meal at night, ooh. And Uber, you could get like alcohol now. You're going to be able to get like everything you need.
Whole party pack, man. The whole party pack.
Trip. So it's super dope, you know, because you see like the industry is expanding, like, and you know, Canada is kind of like being in the forefront, like working with these major corporations that have nothing to do with cannabis right now, but just like working with them. So you know, like the industry is gonna continue to build and open up. But like, you know, there's also like the catch-22 of that, which is like there are people like me and you that are entrepreneurs that start delivery businesses, and this is gonna really like cut into
for sure
the money that you can make, or like you being very impactful or expanding in the industry. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing well, so it's tough.
I mean, yeah, it's tough. But you know, it's a start to Canada, I guess, opening up a little bit more with, you know, some of their regulations. You know, I hope New York and New Jersey don't really follow that too much. Because, you know, it's a big company just coming to take over. Uber deliver everything, so it's gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, it is what it is.
It's other big businesses getting in cannabis right now too.
Yeah. Circle K.
Circle K.
So Circle K gas station in Florida, right? Mm-hmm. They're actually gonna be allowing them to have almost like a dispensary inside of the actual gas station. I don't know if it's just gonna be product where you can actually buy Ace and, you know what I'm saying, edibles and all that, but it's gonna be a connection with some type of dispensary and getting gas.
Yeah, I mean, go get your gas and your gas.
Go get the gas and the gas.
Yeah, nah. And, you know, hopefully they do got some fire, because that would be fire. But, I you know, it's always a catch-22, because you think about, like dispensaries right now, if you go to a dispensary, there's security protocols.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
So, like, I just wonder how, like, they safeguard to make sure, like, everybody stays safe.
Right.
But we see, like Kevin and I talking about, industry is moving. Like, definitely a good time to get in. And as you see, like, it's starting to become, like, federally legal. You see these bigger businesses coming into play. So you get in the game early, you never know. Big business might want to buy you out. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, there's a way for us definitely to work with, you know, the big companies that couldn't take the chance and, you know, eventually want to take the chance. But, you know, if you're a little guy, you know what I'm saying, be creative, get into the game and figure it out, man, before it gets, you know, too old, I guess.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we the culture.
Yeah, we the culture.
Shout out to all the minorities out here trying to get in the game.
Facts.
Let's do some market updates, Kev. Put them on to the game. Like, what's going on in Jersey, man?
Okay, so latest thing in Jersey, October 27th. You may hear this pod before that. You may hear it after that. But October 27th at 1 p.m., we'll have the link below. The CRC is having another meeting.
Yes, sir.
During these meetings, they usually announce new award winners, any news going on with maybe adjustment of law and rules and regulations, or, you know, how they're updating the game and cannabis. Everything like that is held in this news. But this is actually going to be the first one that's in person as well. I think it's going to be in Trenton, but mind you, like I said, link below. You can check it out. But they usually do it a live stream.
Yeah.
So they're going to be having more news. Check that out. Also, the CRC, they've actually been, you know, going really hard with enforcing the MSOs to do as they were told initially, when kind of moving from medicinal over into the rec part of the game.
Yeah.
Which was basically, you guys, you know, they have to help the impact zones, people who are in low income neighborhoods that have been affected by the war on drugs. They're supposed to be helping them out. They're supposed to be helping people who possibly had federal charges, possibly get a job, or, you know, understand the industry some way, somehow. And expungement clinics, all these different type of things that they were supposed to be doing, they haven't been doing.
Yeah.
So the CRC is starting to speak up a little bit more about it. They've been having about, I want to say, 2 CRC commissioners that really been, on it from day one.
Yeah.
Wasn't playing. And I love it, you know what I'm saying? Because they really trying to make sure the minorities get part of the game, man.
Yeah, I mean, they speaking out on behalf of like the people that was greatly affected by the war on drugs, because the whole part of them converting was to help. But also, they also been out there talking for people like us, saying like, yo, we promise to open up this market to people that's been impacted by the war on drugs or are from communities that need the most help. So like they are saying like, yo, when are these people gonna get in the game? And they've been pushing for like the annual licenses to get done. So we love to see that because people make promises, they don't always execute. So to see some of those commissioners speaking out, we love that.
It's helpful. It's helpful because they do need to do something, right? Because they just came into the game and in 4 months, they made over $100 million. You know what I'm saying?
And that's from April to August, right?
4 months. You know what I'm saying? We're not even talking about up until now.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have to help out some way because there's no operational minority right now in New Jersey, if I'm correct. Because we just have a whole bunch of conditional licenses that are awarded. So they possibly have not been working on opening at this moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're just getting to the annuals. So, where the annuals are the people who probably are ready to go right now. But, it's taking some time. And we both appreciate the CRC for doing that. You know what I'm saying?
But, we ready. Whenever you call on us.
We ready.
Yeah, man. We are ready. Whenever y'all call on us.
So that was, most of the news going on in New Jersey. Like I said, make sure you hop in on that October 27th call, man.
Yeah.
What we got going on in New York, P?
New York, they did a little different than New Jersey. Like I talked to y'all about before. They're really dedicating this cannabis program to specific groups. So the CAR program, right, that was for retail dispensaries, a conditional license. Those were for like people that had 2 years business experience and like had a cannabis charge, right? Mm-hmm. So they said that those dispensaries are supposed to be open by the end of the year. So like, it's a big promise because they just opened the applications in September and they closed in October. So, they're saying they're going to be ready by the end of the year. And the 2 licenses they opened before that were for cultivation, conditional cultivation, and then conditional processing. So cultivation is obviously the grow, and processing is like manufacturing products. Right. So,
and I heard there was like 900 applicants from that time period for New York.
Yeah, for the CAR program, which is crazy because we was talking about like, man, how many people is going to be? But it's millions and millions of people in New York.
Fact.
And they got 900.
About the whole state.
Right.
So yeah,
and they got 900. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But shout out to those people. Like wishing y'all the best. Can't wait to see what the New York market opens when it opens looks like.
Yeah.
But speaking of the New York market opening, we just heard like Cookies coming to town.
Yeah, Cookies should be opening 10:30, I believe.
Yeah.
In Herald Square.
Herald Square.
Yeah, in the heart of Manhattan. You know what I'm saying?
That's big news.
That's super big. I guess as Cookies being like a minority, I guess they got in, you know what I'm saying, ahead of the curve a little bit. I'm not sure.
Question mark.
I'm not sure.
Who knows?
You know what I'm saying? We don't really know. But, they got into the game.
Shout out to that, though.
Yeah, shout out to them getting to the game.
Because people been waiting for the New York market to open. Like, and you see, like, now, like, Kev, we was just in the Bronx, right? We went to a corner store. Corner store smelling crazy. Like, yo.
It had everything you needed.
Yeah, right.
It was a whole dispensary and a corner store.
Nah, for sure. So, like, people been waiting for, like, those real dispensaries to open. So, Cookies coming through is dope. Plant-based will be out there, you know what I'm saying, just to take in the sights, take in the culture.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
And then out of New York as well, it's called Cannabis NYC. It's a program, right? And we would have loved this coming into the game because we talk about this all the time, like how hard it was for us to get started.
Right.
So Cannabis NYC is like a resource. It basically helping you start your application from start to finish, which is like formation of your business, right? What type of business are you going to open? You open a dispensary, cultivation, manufacturing, whatever. Building your business plan, right? So that's like really like the start of your business and then helping you as far as getting real estate and understanding how to get municipal approval. So super dope resource in New York. And the Office of Small Business was behind that. And shout out to the mayor of New York. They announced that probably about a month ago that they will open up Cannabis NYC. So please tap into that if you're interested in getting a game in New York. Good resource.
Right now, New York is doing it good for the minorities. Just scaling back a little bit and going into New Jersey minority numbers.
Yeah.
There were like 1,500 people that applied in New Jersey as conditional. I think 500 conditionals have been awarded.
Yeah.
And then I think out of the 500, 38 so far have met their conditions.
So they put in for the conversion.
So they put in now for the conversion.
Shout out to that.
So that's dope. New Jersey did it a little different than New York, but still pushing for the minorities to kind of get into the game, which is it's love. You know what I'm saying? It's love.
Nah, and that just goes to show like how tough it is. Like 500 people got awarded, and then like 38 did the conversion.
Right.
So it's been tough out there for the conditional applicants. So shout out to those people that was able to get everything they needed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But let's tap into that because we talking about the license applications. Like, if I wanted to get in the game, Kev, like, talk to the people about like what our process was like and like how we went about it.
So, I mean, I'm gonna give you guys like the first initial steps on how to get into the game right now. And like the first step is read your rules and regulations of the state you want to be in.
Major key.
You know what I'm saying? Read them like more than once. You feel me?
Nah, big facts.
Figure out what part of the game you want to get into, right? So understanding like, okay, do I need to get into retail, cultivation? And I would say base that off of the team that you have too, you know what I'm saying? And what everybody's good in, you know what I'm saying? If you have multiple people that have been managing retail stores, open their own retail stores, understand how, shopping and retail works and stuff like that, it makes sense to hop into retail. You feel me?
Yeah.
Create your business, right? Figure out if you want to be an LLC, if you want to be an S Corp, if you want to be a sole proprietor. Figure that out. That's the first thing because on most applications that I've saw, that's the first question that they ask besides your first name and last name.
Yeah, they want all your formation documents.
They want all formation documents.
Yeah, make sure you register with the state, all of that. So yeah, you got to think about how your formation, your business, how you want to be taxed.
Right. And then the next thing would be understanding which application, at least for Jersey, which application do I have the information to apply for at the moment? You know what I'm saying? If you have everything ready to rock and roll, no issues, no hiccups, you're probably going for an annual.
Right.
If you may have most things, but you're missing like one or two things, conditional would be the best. If you're looking to be more of a mom and pop, you probably want to apply for the micro business. That gives you 10 employees and a space of 2,500 square feet.
Yeah, it's a cap on employees,
it's a cap
space,
on that. Yep.
And the amount of money you can make.
Right. So, but once again, reading your rules and regulations that help you understand how to, make the micro business work for you if you do look into getting that.
Yeah, we do see micro businesses in a couple of states, but conditional can mean different things. Like in New York, a conditional you can operate. In New Jersey, you can't. So really read your rules and regulations. When they drop them, they give you all the information you need about what licenses or license types are going to be available. So yeah, really tap into that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's just the first, few things that we wanted to kind of let you guys know how to start the game. And that's the first thing. And I got another few gems. I actually saw this on YouTube. You probably don't want to put cannabis in your LLC or S Corp name.
Okay.
I read that, and the basis of it is, so when people look at the business, they're not assuming who's running this business or what the business is straight out the gate. You feel me?
And you could brand anywhere.
You could brand anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was a good gem. You can if you want. You know what I'm saying? But I heard that, and it made sense to me.
Yeah.
So that's dope. We'll be making sure that, the next episode, we probably run the next few things that you will need. And mind you, we're basing everything off of the application that we applied for in New Jersey.
Our experience, for sure.
But you're going to see a lot of similarities no matter where you go. You feel me? So, P.
Yes, sir.
Getting into the culture.
Oh, man.
We're getting into the culture. So
Yeah,
this is
gotta talk
another
about the culture, man.
this is another aspect that we have in the show. We tap into what's going on, whether it's worldwide, in the East Coast, West Coast, in hip hop culture, whatever we think is dope.
Yeah.
And, we want to share to you guys.
Got to.
So it wouldn't be right if plant-based didn't talk about this, right? Shrooms. Toronto has created the first shrooms dispensary. It's located downtown, I believe, on Queen Street. And Alberta, Canada, has actually started to try to figure out how we can get like medical licenses to actually distribute shrooms for people with mental health issues, PTSD, anxiety, depression, all that type of stuff as a hallucinogenic.
Nah, it's crazy because when we was in the Bay, that was something that was big, like shrooms, microdosing.
Yep.
And what I love about it is like the medical benefits. Like physical health, mental health are such big things, and to be able to use something that's not gonna like physically harm you or like you'll get addicted to it, be something that can like be therapeutic even. So like, we think that way when it comes to cannabis. So to see something like this, the shrooms come out, and if you into it, you know what I'm saying? Might be another industry to think about getting into.
Yeah. And I mean, I've heard, a lot of people, I forgot what it's called, but it's like, it's a whole like ceremonial type of thing where you go to like an event and it's for like not only shrooms, but other hallucinogenics. And they kind of give you like a little party pack and they microdose it for you and they tell you when to take each one and you create almost an experience for yourself. And this is supposedly what Alberta is trying to do to help people work on, the mental illnesses or mental health and stuff like that. But I've heard people, go to those and say it's amazing.
Yeah.
They start, seeing a different aspect of life, I guess. You know what I'm saying, with the hallucinogenics. But that's dope. I think it's dope.
Nah, yeah, I hear good things. I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But I hear good things.
Nah, I definitely want to try shrooms, man. Definitely want to try shrooms.
Plant-based experience.
Yeah, plant-based. And some other news, just tapping into one of the events that we went to actually for Styles P 420. Well, Styles P Good Times 20th year anniversary event at Irving Plaza. We tapped in over there.
It was fire.
It was fire. We got to meet SP. That was cool. But I'm speaking about this. That was a little while ago. But the High Times actually put it in an article piece, and it was dope for them to talk about how dope the song is.
Yeah.
Him actually pairing his 20th year anniversary with a Strain release with Strain Gang. I thought that was cool too.
Fire.
So yeah, man, and he did another little show at Astro Club. You know what I'm saying? So I heard it was dope. So shout out to Styles P. Congrats on the 20th year, man. The High Times, man. Good times.
Yeah, and I love to see the trailblazing, not only with like Styles P, but like we see people like Al Harrington, Hove, and like other people just getting the Davies. We see them getting in the game. So super dope. People that young people look up to, like that we looked up to, like getting in the game, kind of setting those steps for us. So yeah, super dope.
Facts.
And I was like 16 singing, I get high, high, high. So it brought back wild memories just being in there.
Nah, that was
going
my
crazy,
shit.
yeah.
That whole Gangsta and the Gentleman album, that was my shit.
Yeah.
That was my shit. Other big news for the sports world, I guess, and cannabis, because this is like the first step. MLB and Charlotte's Web,
Oh, yeah.
they're partnering to be the first CBD product to brand in the MLB. And then, players will actually be able to use some of the CBD products as long as it doesn't have any performance enhancement things going on in that. So that's dope.
Yeah. I mean, the healing powers of CBD, I mean, people have been talking about it for a long time. And the MLB has been like front runners, like them, the NHL have like taken cannabis off their ban list.
Right.
So like they've been at the forefront of that and just like been very flexible and lenient with it. So to allow, part of the plant to come through and help people when they got like pains and stuff like that, that's super dope. You know what I'm saying?
Instead of them popping pills, man, they could take some CBD, man. And it opens up the industry for everybody. You know what I'm saying? All parts.
And you see it's so many different aspects to it. Like you can make a product that could really help somebody out that's dealing with pain, like athletes and things like that. So like, it's different parts of the industry opening up. So, we want y'all to pay attention.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Stay
sir.
tuned, man. Plant-based
Yes,
is giving you the info, baby.
Yes, sir. And P, I think that's all the news we got. That's it for this episode.
I mean, listen, we back like we never left. We got another one coming at you. We're going to have a third episode. But like, subscribe. We want y'all to comment. Let us know what y'all want to hear about. Because as long as we know what the information y'all want, we can get it out there to y'all. As much knowledge and people that we come across that's been part of this game, we definitely want to give y'all as much information as possible.
Facts. And I feel like, as the episodes continue to go on, probably be on here a little longer, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We just kind of want to, introduce you guys to us. We both get comfortable with each other. And, you know what I'm saying? You guys come on this journey with us, man. So, P, let them know what it is.
Yeah, man, like any other time, we're just going to send you off the same way. We want y'all to eat good, live good, smoke good, man. Plant-based.
Peace.
Keep it based.
Help me make these plays. Discipline, help me never stray. Ain't tell us so, that progression's made. I won't stop, this shit ain't over. Permanent marker, I leave on culture. Organic raps in this new aroma. Plant-based be the new aroma.